Hello, I am the Witch of Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. Today the moon has crossed into Virgo, so I wanted to do a reading for my Virgo moons out there. If you're not a Virgo moon, but you just wanted to watch this video or you feel like you might get something out of it, that's totally cool. I'm not going to discourage you from that. But this is largely for my Virgo moons. So let's start with pulling our cards. As I pull these cards, I want you to take a deep breath, ground yourself. This is going to take a minute, so if you want to go grab a glass of water or anything like that, feel free to do so. My bad. Oh, let me adjust that. Sorry. Let's get our shadow cards. Okay, got our cards. Now let's first take a look at this card. This one will tell us generally what this reading is about. What's the general vibe? Let's see. Observer. Interesting. Can take a look at that. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. First, we have 8 of Swords. Okay. Next is 7 of Swords reversed. Got 4 of Cups reversed. We've got the Star reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. And 4 of Swords. All right. So, right off the bat, we've got this 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. If you want to take a look at this card, you can see that there's this person who is wrapped up in a bunch of rope. She's got her hands kind of tied, or not her hands, but her arms. She's got a blindfold on. But if you'll notice, her hands are in fact kind of free. She can move them. And the rope does not look particularly loose. With 8 of Swords, that energy is largely self-victimization. And I know that's a strong word. I'm kind of ripping off the band-aid here. But But yeah, yes, she's tied up. She's in this rough situation. There's all these 8 swords behind her. She's, it's a bad situation. But there are options. There are things she could do to get out of this. But she has this blindfold on, and she's not seeing it. A blindfold that she could take off with her free hands. Let's see what else this reading has. We've got 7 of Swords reversed. Okay, sorry. I just had this moment where okay. So I believe that these cards are chronological. It feels like this, then this, then this. Okay. So, and we still have to look at the whole thing, but that's just what I'm going off of right now, how I'm looking at this. So 7 of Swords, that card is very deception, trickery, maybe lying, some kind of not so good stuff. Like here, we can see this person. You can see their eyes, their face. And it looks a little smug, kind of, looking over their shoulder. Maybe they stole these swords, getting away with it. I don't know. That kind of vibe. Now, we have this reverse, though. The 7 of Swords reverse. This keeps going out of focus. I'm sorry. Which is turning over a new leaf. Recognizing that pattern and saying, hey, maybe I should stop stealing swords or whatever the situation is, but definitely wanting to change, wanting to better yourself and say, hey, this isn't really working out for me. Maybe I should try something new. And then we have this 4 of Cups. Also reversed. With this, 4 of Cups upright is apathy. Oh, that's my cat. Hey, Sunny. Sorry. It's reverse of it is kind of boredom, kind of feeling stagnant. That's my cat, sorry. Feeling stagnant, not really, just kind of blah. So, and I say that I really feel like these are chronological because I feel like some person in here was kind of, had, and I know self-victimize is kind of a strong word, but it's kind of was just wallowing in their own self-pity, kind of just oh, my life sucks, and then they decided hey, you know what, things are tough right now, or this situation is tough, but I'm going to take the time to actually do it, I'm going to take the time to better myself or do the things that I need to do or get myself out of this bad situation, finding that agency and being hey, yes, I can do this. But now we're kind of falling back into old habits, kind of just all right, I had this motivation here. I had this desire to want to change things and make things better and make myself better, whatever it is. And now we're just kind of kind of losing that motivation, kind of you know what I mean? So let's take a look at the shadow cards. So we've got below this 8 of Swords, we've got the Star reversed. Okay, interesting. So the Star reversed, the Star comes after the Tower, right? So I don't know if maybe you were feeling this way because you or somebody else, but I'm just going to say you. If you were feeling this way because of some bad situation that happened, that made you feel this way. Okay, yeah, I see. So the Tower, I know we don't have that card here, but the Tower card represents the tower crashing and burning, right? Falling down. Everything that you knew as whatever structure, whatever thing was happening suddenly fell apart. Something very, very bad happened. Something very life-changing, or life-changing in some kind of sense where you had to rethink some things. So the Star comes after the Tower, right? So that's kind of like when the Tower falls and everything was so up in the air, you couldn't see straight, but then the dust settles and there's this quiet and this calmness. And it's like, okay, now what? And instead of using that time of quiet and calm to, start rebuilding that tower to make things right again, or to build better. That's the idea. The tower crashes so you can build a better tower, right? Build something better. Instead of using that time constructively to rebuild, instead it was kind of just that time in wallowing in your own a little too much negativity. And I want to be careful when I say this, because of course when bad things happen, when tough things happen, it is so important to feel those feelings, right? This is not telling you to just get over it or invalidating anything. The cards are telling me that there was just a little too much wallowing, a little, I can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. But we're seeing here that the dust has settled, and now is that time to start, or maybe not now. I don't know where you are in this process, but this is the general process that's happening. Let's take a look at another card. So we've got, okay, King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, yeah. So when we had this motivation time, when things are starting to get, you're starting to get that motivation and be like, okay, I know what to do. I think I can do this. I'm going to build myself better, or I'm going to build this situation better. King of Pentacles represents somebody who, first of all, with the Pentacles card, or the suit of Pentacles, that's very grounded energy, very earth energy, looking at things for what they are, looking at things through, and maybe that's, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, my brain just jumped. Things that are very grounded in reality, looking at things, and especially with this king energy, it's looking at things in a very logical way. Now, of course, I always have to say, even though this is masculine king energy, it's masculine energy, but not masculine energy. Please don't be confused with thinking that some literal man is involved. We're talking just in a very symbolic, metaphoric way. So I don't know, I just want to throw that out there. So yes, like very, very logically as opposed to emotionally, thinking with your brain, right, instead of thinking with your heart. That's the difference between king and queen. But anyway, that's that's a tangent. Anyway, so something tells me that when we were, when you were, or whatever person was, got this motivation to say, hey, I want to do something different. I want to change things up. Maybe the motivation kind of wasn't super logical, or maybe whatever plans that were made was not grounded in reality, right? You know, it's like, for example, you know, maybe you want to quit smoking, right? So you just go cold turkey, done. Never gonna buy any more again. Maybe that's not realistic, you know? Or if you want to exercise more, you decide you're going to go to the gym 3 hours a day every day, right? It's not grounded in reality. It's whatever goals or plans that was created in this stage, it wasn't realistic. So finally, we've got Four of Swords. Okay, yeah, Four of Swords is just this is the end of all of this, right? And the feeling at the end of this situation is this boredom, this kind of like stagnancy of not really, you know, doing this the right way. So the answer to this is this. Meaning that what you should be doing is resting. Four of Swords is about resting. It's about turning off, you know, getting away from. I kind of think of like Four of Swords, you know, kind of being like overstimulated in a way. There's just too much, right? Maybe you have too many people telling you what to do. Maybe you're looking on social media too much and getting these ideas, and it's very like distracting. And what you need to be doing is kind of focusing inward and resting, but also just kind of shutting out the world a bit, right? And actually, even with this card, you can see they're in a graveyard, right? Which is a little dark, but they're resting in a place where it's just very calm, where things are, you don't have too much outside input, where you're just kind of with yourself, right? So, and of course, let's bring it back here, Observer. I feel like that's exactly what you need to be doing and the reason for this reading. So, and I know I'm kind of, this reading is representing a general idea, right? So maybe this is something you're going through. Maybe this is something that somebody else is going through, like your partner, right? Someone you're close to. But whichever the situation, this reading, I think Spirit here wants you to look at this. Look at this. Maybe this is even kind of a cycle, right? But look at this pattern and do some self-reflection here, right? Maybe this is a cycle that you or this whatever person gets into very often. Or maybe this is, whatever the situation is just a really big learning experience. Like this is something you can really learn from. And this is something you need to just take that extra time. Take those quiet moments, right? And look at all of this. And maybe even just like write it down, you know? That's what I'm getting with this Observer card, is like this is a situation that you should analyze, that you should pay close attention to, and maybe not repeat if it is some kind of cycle situation, or just something that you need to learn from. This is significant. But yeah, I think think I got everything I could out of these cards. I hope you got something from this. I hope that this resonates with you. Please let me know your thoughts, or if you have any questions about this, let me know. I do my best to deliver these in a very like straightforward way and try to explain myself the best I can, but of course my brain tends to jump sometimes, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Please reach out. And yeah, Virgo moons and everybody else, I hope that whatever the situation is, you can learn from it. Again, my advice going forward is take some time, reflect on this. And of course, maybe this hasn't happened yet, but I'm kind of getting the vibe that if this is a pattern you're very used to, or that you are currently in, like, you know, this is happening now. So take that time to take a look. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.